I wanted to go on another camping trip. It was perfect 2 days weather-wise. It wasn't going to rain, but we only had 2 days notice. I emailed my friends Xerxes and Anne because they're usually up for things and during the week. And I said, hey, remember I was talking to you guys about camping and the way I want to camp? Well, you know, this Thursday and Friday looks like it's going to be a good date. And I was very clear. I was like, how about if we divide and conquer? And you drive because you have a car and you be responsible for all the tolls and the gas and also get the campsite. And I will get all the food for everybody. And Xerxes will get all the weed for everybody. And none of us can exceed $100. And if you do, let us know. So then we're all dividing it. We're going to have everything that we need. Great. I also said, and I also don't want to talk to you motherfuckers the whole time. Actually, no, I said...
Do you wait until they say yes and then add?
Yeah,
you want
you
them
wait,
to be
yeah.
silent?
There's more that I have to tell you, but just like sign here. I'll see you there.
I said it right up front because they're my friends who would be like, oh, sweet idea. You know, they're, you know, my urban hippie friends.
Yeah.
So it goes well. I feel like you'd go along with this based on your
I hate
outfit.
camping, but I respect what you do.
Okay, thank you.
But
This
I
is
like
all, I just like colors.
the tie-dye shirt. But I do like the idea of people not talking. When
Yeah.
can you bring it up in any situation that it's a silent party?
Yeah.
See, I'm
right.
gaining a reputation where I will be able to tell people to just be quiet in my presence.
So, okay.
So-
Interesting.
But here I said, I did tell them ahead of time. They're way into it. And I said, here's what I think, but let me know if you see it differently. I think we shouldn't talk all day. And around 7 o'clock, we should start making dinner. And that's when we'll talk. And then we'll have the night. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, you know, if I'm done talking, I just go to sleep because you go to sleep pretty early in camping. So, but then we get to actually be with each other. So all day silent, 7 o'clock, great. That's the situation. Now, 5 minutes into the silence, Anne starts writing in the book. Right?
Oh, thoughts already.
Yes.
Thoughts already. First of
I miss my husband.
I would never be the first person to write in that book.
No, I would wait till everyone else.
Well, look at you
I would
guys.
go like 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys need to grow up. Maybe it's okay to have a thought 5 minutes into silence.
Yeah,
Okay, what did she say?
Let's hear. Maybe we're wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see if we're wrong. I get texts from Anne. They take up... I mean, she rates vertically as opposed to horizontally. There's no way this was an important thought.
You never know.
You're not going to believe it.
I'm
Okay.
nervous.
She said, fuck it. I'm going to be silent the whole time.
Oh my God. No, shut up. Really?
I'm in this all the way.
5 minutes in.
5 minutes in.
The irony. But okay.
That's hilarious.
She's in, and I'm like, I guess she's not going to speak at 7.
Right.
We'll see when it
We'll
comes.
see, yeah.
Do you? That's what this is
Right.
about. We're all
what
here to
it's-
just...
To learn and shut up.
So the next morning, I walked to the bathroom by myself, and I'm like, why do I feel... What's going on? Did I pee myself? What's happening? I fucking got my period
Oh my God, kill me.
all over myself. In fact... I walked, it's like a walk to the bathroom where you're in the center of a whole bunch of campgrounds.
God.
It was pretty early, so I don't think anyone saw me. But it looks like I took a dump in my pants from behind. It was just a nightmare. I know.
Was it day one?
That
It was
sucks.
day 1.
Yo, that sucks.
It
Did you
does.
have like
I
shit?
had nothing.
Oh, no.
In fact, you know, a lot of times beforehand when I packed for camping, I packed all these clothes and I end up wearing the same goddamn thing. It's disgusting.
So
and I
why
love it.
bring 4 tampons? Too much space.
Exactly. You get me.
Yes.
So now I took a shower at the campground. I have no towel. I'm in public. But you know what? Not so bad. So I'm good to go. I keep going. Right? Everything's great.
Okay, I don't know how we got to not so bad, but apparently you're dripping in your new clothes.
That was
Okay.
the express version.
Sounds good. It's funny what she drags on and what she doesn't.
She's like, don't worry about this part. It was fun.
Yada, yada, yada. There were bears. Okay.
Yes.
And speaking of bears, all of a sudden
Yeah.
we hear air horn, like, you know, like, and so, like, that's weird on a campground. You know, I know there's noise. Like, all of a sudden, somebody will play their radio so loud. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, you play your radio on low and the entire campground can hear it. Why are you
Yes.
blasting it?
Right.
So I'm thinking somebody thinks it's hilarious. And a lot of people are from New York on this campground because it's only like 30 miles north. So I'm hearing like, great. Why don't you start the reggaeton and we could all just fucking live our lives. Awesome. But Xerxes was like, I wonder if that's for a bear. I'm like, that's what they do for bears? Okay, maybe.
You're thinking like the bears are having a party?
Yeah, maybe it's bears. Those grizzlies drink Coors Light all day.
According to the ads, that's what happens. And so then we see a ranger pulling up, and he asks us to come out of our camp thing.
And you can't talk to him.
Oh my God, were you like, Officer, you wanna?
No, we were not fucking weirdos.
Yes.
Not to that degree. So Xerxes and I walk up to his car, and he goes, there's been a bear sighting just now. I don't know if you heard the air horns, where that's the way that we...
Because you got your period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They smelled it, and they're like, we want to know if you got your period, and if no.
Oh, because sharks are coming too.
Right.
Right. They're just walking on the land. They're like, I see you.
I felt so powerful.
They have like huge biceps.
I call all the mama bears. It's feeding time, bitches.
Gross.
So he's like, there's a bear scare, and he goes, if you see a bear, run to your car and drive away.
Whoa, love that plan.
Yeah, I'm like, run to your car and drive away. Okay, and he looked nervous as fuck.
Oh my
But
God.
isn't it funny? This you don't write down in a notebook.
Right.
How are you going to remember?
Right? That's such a good point. We need to know this info. I've never seen it there.
And so I say, what if we're in our tents? Like, do we unzip and run? And he's like, I guess if you're in your tent, he's just like, follow-up questions? Like,
Right.
what the fuck is wrong with you? And Xerxes
Unzip
follows
and run.
up. Right. Like, what is he gonna say, you know?
Yes.
So then Xerxes goes, well, what if by the time we see the bear, he's right here in front of us? And the guy turned whiter than he was. And he was like, bleh. And I just wanted to crack up
Right.
because Xerxes, in all sincerity, kept probing that. And all I know is this guy is so afraid to speak because what he has to tell us now is if a bear is right in front of you, you're dead.
Right.
And he refuses to say that. So
Right.
he's just a nervous little like,
panicking.
yeah.
No charisma.
I didn't. So just, if you see a bear,
Right.
go in your car and run. Yep. Yeah.
I would recommend y'all get the hell out of here.
Yeah. And he's just fucking freaking out. So, okay.
Do I play dead or do I act bigger than the bear? The guy goes, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah. Yes, sounds good.
So we just know that there's a bear. Now, one of the times that I went camping with Hennessy, my ex, at the campground, they warned us like, hey, we've been seeing a lot more bears. And for the rest of the time, they said, just look for eyes.
Oh, God.
You know, in the darkness.
Huh.
And for the, yeah, that's
So
how
scary.
you know. Exactly. So for the rest of the time, I thought fireflies were eyes. I thought like everything in the woods was eyes. I just wanted to go into the tent. I freaked
Right.
out.
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, and it just kind of, it overwhelmed my
Yeah.
entire experience. And this time, like, don't let it do that to you. A bear is a bear. I asked if it's a black bear. They're supposed to be very, you know, just, they're supposed to run away from human beings. So I thought, just don't freak out. There's a bear. There's always a bear. Who gives a shit?
Right.
Okay. So the next day, I get my period, blah, blah, blah. We continue. We're trying to make breakfast. The fire is taking a little bit of a while. And also we decided, let's stop talking after breakfast because the fire was hard the night before. So let's just get the logistics out of the way and then start. But it took so long because we were chatting. So in between, we're chatting. And I got my period. And it had been hours at this point. And all of a sudden, I start feeling sick. And Xerxes is still talking. Anne is still in her tent. And I'm like, do I tell Xerxes to stop? Because I'm starting to not follow. I don't feel good. And
To
then
stop talking.
yeah. And then I go, hold on, I need a minute. And then I'm like, fuck, I waited too long. I'm about to faint.
Oh, my gosh.
And
Because
so
you didn't eat.
I didn't eat. I'm bleeding.
Blood
you know,
loss.
yeah, you're supposed to
Out in the
replenish.
wilderness.
Yeah, I had it really, my back hurt, my stomach hurt. I was
Yeah.
just in a fucking place.
Totally.
And now I'm about to faint. You know, the problem is with camping is my morning routine is you poop first thing. So I said, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Could you walk me? Because I was still kind of fainty.
Yeah.
So he walks me and I go, all right. This is the stuff I wouldn't have to tell my husband. He would just come to the bathroom with me and sit there while I shit, you know?
Right.
And so I go, I don't know if you'll understand this or not, but you need to be nowhere around here. I need to understand that you're not here and you have to go back to the campground, then mind your phone. And if I text you, then you have to come back.
Okay.
And so he's like, yeah, I get it. And he goes, I pooped. Everything got better. I made this giant, you know, burp. Everything was cleared out. I came back. We're good to go. Now, later, Anne was like in her tent this whole time. She comes out as I'm coming back, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. She's on her way to somewhere to do yoga. She's still being quiet. Okay. Later, when we talked at the end of the trip, she goes, "Yeah, I didn't know what was happening. I was in my tent and I can hear you guys. I thought you dropped acid." Oh my
God. I need to sit down. I need food. I need food.
Right. It's probably acid.
She's silent the whole time, but she's still participating. We all go on a walk. Apparently, there's a side of this campground that we've been to several times that we haven't really explored. Mm-hmm. We go explore it. We go into like sort of where woodsy areas are. I start joking around that we're getting lost, and this is how New York City folks die of bear attacks in the woods. Okay. We finally make our way out onto the ground. Turns out we went all the way back around the campground and managed to find our way into where you first come into the campground. We made our way to the front of it. Okay. So right in the front of that campground is, as soon as you come in, there's the ranger station, but there's also the dumping station where that big garbage is, where you dump stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as we got next to that, I heard a boom, boom, boom. I'm like, that doesn't sound like somebody dumping their garbage. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a bear trying to get into that dump truck. And I'm like, please no, please no, please no, please no.
With the bears.
I look over, there's the bear. It's right fucking there. It is not that far. It's like double where you are from me.
Oh my God,
Keith.
That's too close.
That's way too close. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, it's not looking at us. It looks like it's done with the dumpster and it's about to leave, and then it looks at us.
This is about 10 to 12 feet.
It's not far.
It's too close.
If it's further away than that, it's not that far further. Mm-hmm. So I go. We're supposed to talk louder because there's a bear, and I'm doing it right now because I'm fine. And so Xerxes goes, "That's right, there's a bear and we're talking loud." We're fucking freaking out.
So what's the bear doing? And he's like, "Guys, it's fine.
Follow the rules."
Yes, yeah, why aren't you being silent?
And Anne's going,
Yo, this is like a movie. Yeah. These are all characters in a movie.
And the bear goes away like it's supposed to.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh my God, we studied this?
Yes,
and
dude.
we did it when the time came.
Yes.
And I just conquered a bear, and I felt so massive. We walked a couple more feet. The rangers are coming out in their car, and we're pointing like, it's over there, it's over there. And the ranger goes, "Get in your car and get to your campsite right now." And we're like, our car's not here. It's at the campsite. And she's like panicking. Yeah. She goes, "Run to your campsite." And I'm like,
God.
"Bitch, you have a vehicle. You're supposed to say, come in here."
Right.
What the hell? She's like, run to your campsite.
How dare you?
Yeah. I go, "Our campsite is all the way in the furthest end." And she goes, "I don't know what to tell you." I'm like, "You should know what to tell me." Ah!
Right. That's insane. At least just sit in the car for a while, right?
I thought she would be like, "Oh, you're all the way over there and you don't have a car. Come on in." She goes, she's basically like, "Get your shit together and get the fuck out of here."
It's not Westworld. Like, you're allowed to like try, like, you can let us in there.
It was so crazy. So then Xerxes goes, "Yeah, but can we just go to the beach instead?" Mm-hmm. And she goes, "Oh yeah, that's fine." Just that level of casual.
Wow, she must be new.
The beach was way closer than our campground. The beach is the thing right next to where this bear is. And she's like, "Yeah, okay." And my face is just like, why do Xerxes and Anne still want to go to the beach? That's where the bear is. Right. It's just, I don't understand. And now I'm thinking, do I follow this? And this is my stupid fucking life story that I couldn't speak up for myself and say, "Guys, she just freaked out and then said, okay, the beach." I don't think I trust her. Right. She's not in for it. But then I think Xerxes has a kid. And if he didn't have a kid, he would always pick the thing that would kill us because he wouldn't give a shit. Mm-hmm. But because he has a kid, he's going to make the right decision. Let's go to the beach.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We went to the beach. Wow. We smoked some weed. It was beautiful. We watched the sun go down. As the sun goes down, I'm like, why would I wait until the sun goes down? And that's when I'm going to walk all the way past where the bear was. And I just said, well, maybe today's the day we die, and that's what's supposed to happen.
Well, you didn't. Exactly. But I had the same thought. As you were like, the sun was going down. I was like, but then what? So
we're sitting at the campground, and everything's good. We're all silent. Xerxes turns to me and goes, "I was thinking about that time machine conversation that we had just a couple hours ago." And I'm like, no, he can't just, like, he knows he's breaking the rules, right? But no. So I turned to him and I go, this sounds a little bit like talking to me.
Right.
And we both crack up and then we stay in silent again. Anne's version of silent is to play charades with us all fucking weekend.
So she's actually talking the whole time, but just using different.
But just we have to figure it out. So there were times where I'm just like, oh, you want in on the food that we're making? Okay, great. That was very clear. And there are other times where I'm like, just say the words because you're making me talk now and you're making me figure it out. And this is the same as talking.
Right.
So.
And it's like taking your mind away from the silence.
Yeah, you're
just interacting with someone else.
Yeah. So that was our first trip.
Yeah.
We'll work on what silence means. And
yeah.
I think it went really well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it sounds it.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
When's the next one?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Boy.
Love bears. I love getting mauled. You know what I mean?
KeithAndTheGirl.com.
Oh my God, you got to the end of the video. What can I possibly say right now? That's right, subscribe. Please subscribe. Thumbs up or thumbs down. As long as we know what you're thinking and what you think of us, that's it. That's all we need. So let us know. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe.